Ta-da! I'm here, guys. I'm tiny. I'm tiny. There we go. We made it on the show in time, guys. We made it on the show in time. I was out there celebrating Father's Day with my parents. It's good, man. It's good times. Have a couple beers, a couple massive burritos we made. Hang out with the kids, the cousins, the nephews, the nieces, and aunts and uncles. It was a good time, man. Lots of fun. We're going to go over some news with you guys today. We're going to check out some charts, see what's going on. The Trentonator will not be here today. You will have your humble T-Square in the house to go over everything we got going today. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Before we get started, please smash that golden like button. Not down, though, but up. And I'll explain to you why we have to do this in a second. You also have the subscribe bell. You hit the bell. I'll probably get a good, there we go, a good couple of rings out there. It's kind of it's a tiny bell. It's hard to use, but... So where was I going? Why do we have to ask? Well, we only have to ask for YouTube because Rumble and Kick and Twitch and X, they all love us out there. You know, they love the blockchain brew. And so we always are growing on those channels. But YouTube's algorithm is literally based on having to ask. We show up every single day. I don't think we've missed a day in a lot of days, like 150 days. Let's say that. And so, yeah, that's why we have to ask. And, yeah, so I appreciate you guys showing up. Before we get in the charts, I got Icicle Brewery today. Ooh, zoomed in, zoom out. It says Hazy IPA. 6.3% beer from here. It says our signature Hazy is a bright, tropical, and juicy IPA with notes of mango, pineapple, tangerine, and apricot. That excitement, the nose, and palate. The malt profile provides a body that ends each sip with a light and pillowy mouthfeel. I've never ate a pillow, but I'll take the words for it that it's a nice feel. You know, so the ASMR. Oh, sweet. Get that apricot tangerine smell coming in. Oh, smell is somebody's hard work and me to have a good day. Tastes like tangerine, apricot, and a very strong hint of mango. All right, let's open up the charts. What we got going? We're going to lead into bubbles. There we go. We got one chart shared. We got bubbles. I still don't really know what AB is, to be honest with you. And the chart is so wiggy. It's so wiggy to actually figure out what this is. It's almost $1 billion market cap. Almost $1 billion market cap. We're at 110% up for the month, 20,000% for the year. What the hell is this? I would have bet money that it was dead. You guys want to go over and take a look at this with me? Try to figure out what the hell AB is. It's made itself in the top 100 and it's been pumping. I mean, how can something be so dead and come back so strong? I'm going to swing over to CoinMarketCap, share this tab instead. Boom. All right, here we go. I'm going to move this beer. I'm going to end up knocking it over. Can you guys hear the music, the background music? I don't know if you can or cannot, but let me know if you can. I can adjust the volume. All right, so we got total supply of AB is 98 billion, maxed by 98 billion, 63 billion is circulating. So that's a pretty large supply. Same thing with XRP, I believe. It's at 1.5 cents. Pancake swap. It has to be some sort of DeFi play. If there's 56% of the volume is on Pancake, that's pretty insane. It says about AB. You could also 1 to 50% APY and bit get. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Oh, I gotta turn my comments on. And there we go. All right. So AB represents a groundbreaking evolution in blockchain technology, building upon the foundation established by the Newton Project. I'm not familiar with the Newton Project, which launched in 2018. The Newton Project's vision was to create infrastructure for the community economy, empowering individuals with the principle that everyone should benefit directly with the economic growth. Over the years, the vision has been partially realized through the development of centralized infrastructure supporting community-driven economies. With the first phase of this journey now complete, the project embarks on a new chapter of innovation and expansion. In 2025, the Newton project rebranded as AB. Okay, well, there you go. So this is the Newton project, signaling a strategic shift toward a more advanced blockchain ecosystem. AB focuses on heterogeneous blockchain infrastructure and real-world asset integration. So it focuses on real-world asset integration and optimizes on tokenomics. At its core lies the AB token, the native cryptocurrency of AB blockchain, which serves as the gas token for empowering transactions, executing smart contracts, enabling government mechanisms. So you need AB to run on the network. This ensures the network's scalability, reliability, and sustainability. Do they have any locks? What is it like? Onyx Coin, Dexy, Cheems, Kaya, Kaido, Rough. It does look like it's a Dex, but I'm related to those. I don't see a token on unlocks. Where's the supply at? No, let's go over to news. What we got going on news? I don't care about that. News is over on the side. AB DAO is one to keep on your radar. It's decentralized ecosystem pushing back blockchain innovation, asset tokenization, real world impact through the foundation. Okay. AB is showing strong consolidation after breaking above. Well, a lot of people are using it, I guess. There's a lot of comments. Pulling back slightly after a nice run, still holding structure, and buyers look ready to step back in. Update: AB, the native token, are rebranded from the Newton project. Blockchain, formerly Newton project, is nearly at 5%. Okay, well, I don't know too much about it. I'll go take a look, see if I can find anything else on this. It looks kind of good. It's like an RWA DeFi play, if I had to guess. Okay, cool. Thanks for showing me, man. Thanks for showing me. Where are we going? We are going to Trading View. Take a look at Trading View. Here, all right, here we go. And we're in the charts now, guys. I think that was our... Was there anything else that stood out? Yeah, nothing really else is up. Altcoin. Okay. Altcoin's up 6.5%. We are checking out BTC today. Shrink this up. Shrink this up. Make this more visible. All to see. All right, guys. We're on the 15-minute on BTC. We use Hackinashi candles on here. These are your basic regular candles. These are your Hackinashi candles. I just kind of like how it clears it up, makes it more easy for the eyes to digest. Blue oscillating momentum waves are still curving up. We could see a little bit of pullback at any point, but the DBSI is projecting the next candle to come out will be a green candle. So not this candle closing, but the next candle should be green. The VWAP is kind of like a standstill. It's not really curving up. It's not really curving down. Something to keep your eye on. It's kind of like over here. We didn't stand still. We didn't really curve up. Didn't curve down. We kind of plateaued, but still kept pumping. We jump over 30-minute. We're going to double the time frame. We have a green dot forming. Well, that's pretty bullish. We like green dots. Green dots mean money go up. We have 21 minutes left till this ends. The good news is, on that note, strength is coming up. Send me. Oh, I think Trent wants to stop in, guys. I'll finish this chit chat and I'll send Trent a link. So, gonna give me a second. Strength is coming up. That's this purple line. We are technically oversold, which is a good sign. It means money come in. We have a green dot, which means probably likely keep going up if we can close it. VWAP came down, and as this outward curvature on here, it almost looks like it's using this as a trampoline springboard to bounce us up, which is a really nice thing to see. And also, if you look at the red money wave, it has been shrinking, coming in. We're at 51.51. That's, I would say it's still bullish. It means we haven't been breaking down. All right, give me a second, guys. I think Trent wants to come in. All right, invite. Give me a second while I invite Trent. Copy link. Copied. Gmail. Give me a second. I'm slow. It's okay. Oh, here it is. Oh, what's the difference between? Oh, gotcha. Oh, there it is. Sent. Message sent. All right. Let's see if Trent can join us. Send to your email. It'll be kind of fun. We'll test this out. Test this out, guys. It's cool. So what we're saying, we're bullish on the 15's kind of but it was leaning towards the to go up. The 30-minute, we're definitely more bullish on the 30-minute. Let's go jump over to the hour, and then we'll jump to the 4 hour. The 1 hour says blue oscillating wave is still good. We're still good. It's still coming up. It's starting to curve, but it might recover as this VWAP is coming down. We saw in the 30-minute, it had like the outward almost come down, splash, like a trampoline pad splash, kind of kept going up, which that's what it looked like. It's what's happening. And the reason why I think that is because this red wave is shrinking and we just turned green. Also, we're still oversold, and the strength is kind of coming down, but we could get like a fake out to come back down to barely anything, like 105, 300, and use that almost as a springboard to project a blue triangle and green dot to take us up. That's a nice thing to see. We'll take that. In the 4 hour, strength coming up, VWAP wave coming up, red wave shrinking. We have double green dots. That's a good sign. I like that, double green dots. Red wave shrinking. Yep. We do not have bullish divergence. We have convergence, but no divergence. No divergence. We just got convergence. I'm going to turn this music up. There we go. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. Nobody's in the chat, so it's kind of slow. I'm going to jump over to the 12 hour. Ooh, I like what we see, guys. Got my paint pen. We have a little anchor wave right here. Looks like a trigger wave coming in. That could be big. That could be big on the 12 hour, especially if this would be a doji candle. Signifies this green candle is a trend reversal. Well, you can see the previous trend has been coming down. Trying to draw an arrow coming down. So with a trend reversal, we'll come back up. Hopefully back up to 110-ish area and beyond. We don't want to triple top it. We want to show that we have the momentum to carry us through. We leap over the daily. I'm going to erase some of the stuff we just drew on there. The daily is having the momentum waves are starting to slow down. We're having a little bit of outward curve on them. The VWAP is curving up. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. It does look pretty good. 2-day, not my favorite, but we don't have to give a lot of time to. So looking at this weekly, we got 21 hours till we close. We want to close above 106.205. What's up, Calvin? What's crack-a-lackin'? Consolidation above 100K. I'm good with that. Yes, sir. It does look like we're doing good on that. And if we stay above 106.500, we will print another green candle, almost parallel to what we have now, but we'll be another green candle. Like you said, it's consolidation. Glad you decided to join me. On the 30-minute, we're bullish. 15-minute, we're leaning bullish. The 1 hour. The 1 hour is kind of like a 50-50. It kind of wants to break down a little bit. But the 4 hour is looking good for us. 4 hour bullish. 12 hour, the 4 hour turns, we have what? When was that 4 hour close? 1 hour and 15 minutes. And we're projected to DBS size projecting the next candle to be green. And that's looking good, dude. That's saying like the 12 hours, looking at the trend reversal, is looking solid. I mean, we'll probably get the anchor trigger wave to the upside, I would be surprised by tomorrow if the way everything is going right now, unless we have any more bombs go down, we should be around 108, 109. I'm bullish. What do you want to take a look at, Calvin? I kind of want to look at that coin that we were checking out yesterday called Cookie. See how that's doing. Now that one guy in here just talking about Cookie. Yeah, I just couldn't feel bullish on it last night. Maybe we can. What is going on? I didn't draw those lines. There's no way. I don't know where the hell those came from. Wow, it's not flipping. The blue oscillator waves aren't flipping. It almost did. That's nice to see. 30 minutes. We're at 2:30 right now. 2:30 on Sunday. Where you're at? Wait, give me the time zones. We were looking at it right here. Right here. That's right we were looking at yesterday. We told them we're definitely bearish on it. Would have been a good sign. That would have been a good sign. We nailed that. Now we're seeing, are we going to get bearish? I mean bullish. Bullish or bearish. Big green dot. I kind of like big green dots. We could be getting bullishness, I think. We could be getting some bullishness. Looks like we might have some bullish divergence in here. Like this. Just slightly, man. Just barely slightly bullish divergence. 4-hour trend reversal. The bullish divergence is more clear on the 12-hour. $30-minute could be getting bullish too. Could be. We're still high in the negatives. We came down to this lower support levels. Actually, I think that's where we were guessing last night. Yeah, that's where we were aiming for. And we haven't flipped completely bullish, but we're getting there. Where we're at right here, that is a good spot. That's a pretty good spot to be at. I'm getting more comfortable, like maybe DCA. If I was to buy a Cookie, I'd be getting more comfortable buying in this area versus where we were at up here, you know, because we're buying a bottom or a top right here. If it drops back even harder down, we'll be looking at 15 cents-ish area, potential 13 cents. Let's check out Link on the 1-year chart. Yeah, we'll find Link right now. I do like a Kosh. Kosh. I always like to look at it. Link. He wants to start on a higher time frame. Go the monthly. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to start on the daily. Clean up this chart a little bit. I would definitely say on the daily, it still could go down more, but not a lot, like maybe $1. I'm only saying that currently because the blue oscillating waves haven't cupped. It hasn't cupped yet. Okay, so that makes me a little bit nervous. There are 12 digits apart on the daily. Oh man, it looks like back here it wanted to flip bullish. You can see it, the blue oscillating lines right here. It almost clipped straight up and just bounced off right there, came back down. It was very close. Let's see here. We don't got any bullish divergence yet. Strength going down. Purple lines of strength. We are in the oversold territory, which is good time to start looking to accumulate. The VWAP is still slightly peaking down too. The weekly is getting bullish though, because this blue oscillating wave, yeah, they're only 5 digits apart compared to the 12, and they are getting close together, and that would be making an Inca trigger wave. So I think we still got when we got it closed, 21 hours. Tomorrow will be a really good time to look at Link on a longer time frame to figure out if this closes and flips a green dot. I would say we could be getting bullish, like having a bullish summer. We're in like this weird middle area. Oh, you know, I didn't notice too. This is also a doji candle. When the body is tiny and you got large wicks on either side, that's a sign of a trend reversal. Which if turned red, we could flip green. Yeah, this could be breaking out actually on the weekly time frame. This could be good. This could be good. Could be good. 2 weeks doesn't give me nothing exciting. We want this to break out. You know, another thing too that you guys can't tell, on the monthly we had actually an X, which is usually a sign of a short. If you get out, you probably should short the market, and it didn't play out. We came back down, closed, and came back up, and now we're kind of like right in the middle right here. Even though it shows us right here, it's not how that works. So that shows you the strong support right here. I don't know if that answers your question, Calvin. I'm feeling like tomorrow would be a really good day to take a look at Link, especially if we can close bullishness and start pointing up. DBSI on the top is saying that the bears are currently in control, but tomorrow is a new candle. Maybe we'll flip. It's thinking that it's more likely going to be red, so we might be like 2 weeks away from a breakout on. Thank you for joining us. What do you guys want to take a look at? You guys want to look at XRP or SWI? SWI. We want XRP. The same thing with Link. We had the short possibility. Didn't break down below. It's hard to see XRP breaking low though. There's so many people that want to buy it. Take a look. This triangle's big tight, bro. Good drop from right here. That's what we'll drop from right here. Getting tight, man. It's the daily. What do we say? Link 2 weeks, so we might see something happen. Well, if we got 7 candles, maybe we'll come back down. Bounce up 103. Come a week later, we'll be at 224. The week after that, we'll break out in 3 weeks. Back to 272. Five-day. For the weekly. -3 to -8 on blue oscillating waves. Technically, that should have been a trigger wave to the downside, but it really didn't push us down. It's a strong support. I wonder if that's flipping again right now as we speak. We'll clearly get into a point where something's going to happen. The monthly's been coming down a little bit. What we got going for us is we're at 76, 71, which are above the 60 level, which means that's where we could get a fake out to the downside. We could be getting that with that red dot right here. Come down, break out, get a green dot, boom. So if you look at the VWAP, VWAP's not pushing us really hard right now. If it was back here, like how you can see, the doors was just slightly, but I don't like how it jumps between squares. If you look at right here, right at the very beginning right there, the VWAP kind of was pushing us down pretty hard, and you knew that in a couple months would be right. Then we kind of plateaued right here, got flat, and we start pushing back up. And then we get a green dot, and we really pushed up. And the weekly, we're on the monthly right now. We got this green dot on the monthly, and we pushed up really hard. Now, if you go to the weekly, we were just at. You can't quite tell, but if you zoom in, you can see the blue oscillating wave coming in. Now, if we get a really tight green dot like that on the bottom, guys, XRP could get ready to boom again. Another leg up. Another push in the altcoins. It'll be nice. I'd love to see my altcoin bag go up. Where's Sweet at? There you are, Sweet. Ooh. Sweet kind of looks a little bit bearish, man, on the weekly. Trigger wave to the downside? Kind of gross. I don't even just based off that, without any technical analysis on the weekly, it almost looks like it could drop to like 220, 230, 213. Which I actually hold space on. It's not something I want to read either. Doji candle trend reversal. Hopefully that we have nothing on market cipher because it's not old enough. So where are we on? Nexi. We saw Nexi. Go to a 3-day. 3-day might be our saving grace. Not gonna lie. Reason why we're probably getting all that bad data. I wonder if this Nexi related either, but look at this candle wick. I think that was weird. They gotta fix that. There's some bad data right here. Nexi had Sweet go down to negative 2 cents. What? Yeah, no, it went down to like a seventh of a penny. That's weird. You guys see that? That's a Mexi candle. Trigger wave to the upside though. When did that happen? When did we get that scam wave? I don't know. Your data though. That'd be 2, 1, 4, 5 days ago. Just 1, 2, 3, right here. It's not showing up right now. I don't know what's going on with that. Odd. Very odd. Kind of skewing the data a little bit, man, to be honest with you. I don't like that. I'm going to go to a different point. Well, wait, we'll revisit some more next week because that was going on right there. There's SPX 6900. That's been pumping really hard. I broke a new all-time high. Trend to be able to join. That's very nice. Up and got a little candle. The daily. If I had a guess, it would come down a little bit to make the handle. Maybe even down to about 25. That'd be super bullish. Wow, shoot up. Actually, really start back here on this big green dot, dude. If you could have caught this green dot, the double green dots, that would have been nice. How could you have identified this? This is back in 12 hours. Today is this? May 25th. Oh no, Wednesday, May 7th. That was all bottom. How did we miss that? Even back here, you could have got this double green dot right here. Boom. That was also Wednesday. That's weird. 2 Wednesdays in a row. As a fan of crypto, I hope ADA can break away from the fun. Place the positive over the years. Yeah, man. If U.S. starts buying it, dude, you know the other governments will start buying it too. So it should break out. Dude, I think just take the wheel right here. I say that we got a hand, a head, and a hand. Oh, gosh. How did I miss that? Daily. All coming down on the 12 hour, which would be okay for us on SPX. It comes so hard to get a little breather. I would take profits and kind of wait and see where it lands. Not financial advice. That's what I would do. Today, trend reversal. Yeah, I didn't want to take a break. We'll take a break. Come back down to $1.20, $40. I could be wrong. Quick, maybe come plus buy SPX, and it comes up again. But I would bet I would wager maybe a week cool off. Wow, you don't have a whole lot of data to go off a week. That's beautiful. Beautiful if I can play off. We'll probably say maybe a fake out at 80, 78. We're due with the odd blue off momentum waves almost rolling over on themselves. Strength a little flat too, and the VWAP is just coming down. Yeah, I think we're at two positive. I would not be surprised maybe see like a -5. Go over like a -5, get fake out. Make everybody run for the hills. Let's take a look at ADA. Got the dot. Closed in 2 days. Where are you at, ADA? There you go. I want to look at short term. Short term. Rest sense right now. You have any snackies? Any snack, Calvin? Data bags. I almost want to say a hand. I was wishing I saw a lump right here so you could just take the wheel type action going on. Why is my colors so weird? My MAs. Oh, they all are fucked up. What the hell? Alright, what happened? 221. I kinda like my trend. He made it a little thicker. Still a little thicker. There we go. Now we can see the 21. He was it's bag. There's one done. Oh, it's not on the 21 yet. We'll change it to the 21 day. Okay, so 80. 100 is fine. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. I want the 50. This I want the 80. This one I want the hundo. That one I want the 200. Green, yellow. 200 I like that. 50 I like to have added color. No, that's what I like to have green. There. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's make it look cleaner. All right. Hey, you know what though, Calvin? This could have been the bottom. Look at this green dot. Let's say this was a head and shoulder pattern on two oscillating waves. You up is thick or oversold. Green means I'm gonna go up. Strength coming in on the 1 hour. A little bit of bullish divergence coming in. Also on cardano, a 4 hour. VWAP just started coming up on a 1-1. We're oversold. How the hell are we oversold? Strength trying to grip up. I don't like this yet. If we get an ink trigger wave, we're green over here. Strength kind of coming down. VWAP is slightly coming up. Is this a breakout? It's not screaming it on the 12 hour. It could be. It could pull over itself. We're pretty low, man. I ain't gonna lie. How much lower can it go? 3 days. 3 days says kind of bearish. Maybe we'll look around for another week or two around 60 cents. Okay. Weekly though, man, if this rolls over and makes a trigger wave, we could be looking pretty good. Come on, Ada. Break up already. If you want to make some gains. Oh, let's heard that. My first one off. I like to do every Saturday. Me and my wife stick together. We kind of roll over together and be all look back at it. That's what I like to do. am I at? Let's go to the news. I've been looking at price for 36 minutes. It's Saturday. Go over to the news. I'll also take a look at the heat maps too. Share tab. Alright. You got Bitcoin price. Oh yeah, we read this article already. Driving crypto today, Bitcoin ETFs record 5-day inflow streak of mid-geopolitical tension. Amazon signs digital energy deals, power AI data sets. That's kind of interesting timing when we're going on the geopolitical side. We can't know Israel is. Bitcoin can absorb 30 trillion U.S. Treasury market. Okay, we'll check out this. Bitcoin does not just compete with gold as an alternative store of value, but all savings instruments, including government securities. Bitcoin at 105,492. That was the rent. Total addressable market encompasses that 16 trillion gold market and the 30 trillion U.S. Treasury market used to store value by individual bondholders and institutions. According to Hunter Horsley, CE, Hunter Horsley, the CEO of digital assets at the FIT price. The opportunity for Bitcoin is 30 trillion plus treasuries and store of value here on Friday. Horsley was responding to an earlier economist Mohammed in which economists cautioned U.S. Treasury inflows are no longer parameters for investor flight safety. Instead, economists said that analysts should watch the flows into gold and silver, traditional hedges against currency inflation, but indication of where investors are seeking safe haven from market risk. Bitcoin continues to attract investors' attention as it emerges as an alternative savings technology and store of assets. Words come with gold-like properties that can hedge against geopolitical turmoil, macroeconomic shock and downturns, and the risks on markets. Geopolitical tensions and runaway government spending fuel Bitcoin adoption. Geopolitical tensions and excessive spending by the governments are fueling Bitcoin's adoption. The market participants seek to protect the value of their savings from erosion effects of inflation and the ever-presenting counterparty risk inherent in a centrally managed fiat currency. In the United States, President Trump's big beautiful bill is estimated to add $2.5 trillion in deficit spending, piling into the nearly $37 trillion national debt. Critics of the bill include Elon Musk, the former head of the Department of Government Efficiency, that says that contrary to President Trump's stated aims, the current budget is not sustainable and will erode the long-term fiscal health of the U.S. further. In April 2025, the bond market reacted to the ongoing macroeconomic uncertainty of Trump's trade tariffs and risking U.S. debt levels and sharp sell-off investors uploaded the U.S. government securities. The market dump spiked in bond yields as investors demanded higher interest rates to compensate for the increased risk of the U.S. government. The U.S. fiscal situation is bad, and Trump's idea for improving it just spooked the bond market and will take something serious to get it settled down again. The author of Bitcoin Standard Office wrote on April 23rd X post that, I guess that was his article, and he wrote something that'd be more. Let's go back to what happened today. Bitcoin ETF 5 days of consecutive capital inflow. Exchange traded funds ETFs recorded a 5-day inflow streak, Despite geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and looming uncertainty in global financial markets, according to the data from Foresight Investments, Bitcoin saw over 1.2 billion in inflows. Inflows, IBIT, all these are different. Model, Foreign Bureau founder and market analyst Nick voiced cautious optimism that Bitcoin's short-term price was justified by the analyst. Also said, over the long term, what matters most for Bitcoin is not politics; it is the dollar index, DXY. The DXY just broke below its lowest level in over 2 years. It's unclear the USD is only going in one direction, and Bitcoin typically goes the opposite. Despite this, Huckman warned that all risk-on assets could take major hits this weekend if tensions escalate and Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz. The narrow waterway is critical shipping lane for oil and could have a widespread impact on the global economy. Trump disclosed a $57 million crypto windfall from the World Liquid Foundation. U.S. President Donald Trump has disclosed $7 million income from his involvement with the World Liquid Foundation. Cryptocurrency venture and he's backed alongside his sons, Donald Jr. and Eric. The details emerge from Trump's 2025 public financial disclosure file with the U.S. Office of Government Ethics on June 13th. Finally revealed that Trump holds 15 billion government tokens of World Liquidity Foundation, which also grants him voting rights. The document does not elaborate on the precise structure or market value of government tokens. The financial report suggests that Trump has monetized some portions of the position, or that the tokens were valued by such a high internal rate. The filing simply states the income as 57 million without detailing whether the gain was realized through token sales, staking, or other mechanisms. I'm just kind of going down and reading some of these articles. Oh, what's up, Daniel? Crackin' dog. You said that 6 minutes ago. You know me. I was really into these super fascinating articles. Enjoying myself, man. Stuff. I'm still holding off long. Feels like more escalation is coming. Yeah, well, maybe. It depends on what we're looking at. I was just talking about how I felt that way about ADA. It seems like maybe 10 days of like the 60s. Like you might get something like that. But it seems like 60 is like a good safe point for the next week or so. But the weekly closes in 21 hours, something like that. That will give us a lot more data to project the weekly moves. And yeah, you want us to take a look at Gala? I might take the Gala anyways. I don't know. US based spot Ether exchange traded from DPSF hosted the first outflow day after a record 19-day peak. Well, that's pretty good. On June 13th, spot Ether ETFs recorded net inflow of 2.1 million, ending the longest inflow streak since products launched in July 2024. According to Foresight data, the streak began on May 16th, the market published on May 26th for the U.S. oil day. ETFs made a total of 1.7 billion inflow over the 19-day streak. Okay, so we got 1.7 billion and we had an outflow of 2 million. Well, that's worth the investment. That's like fiddle money. Represents roughly 35% of the product total 3.87 billion. A June 11th spot Ether ETF saw its largest daily inflow for the 4 months, totaling 200 million. ETFs distribute Bitcoin deserve inside Trump crypto play. Crypto adoption accelerates from under the Trump administration. The United States has emerged as a central force in shaping crypto market. Both from the standpoint of regulation and macroeconomics, the crypto market has begun moving alongside the U.S. stock market, reflecting on institutional participants' sensitivity and macroeconomic conditions. Latest report FTX Ventures reviewed the implementation of President Donald Trump's crypto policy, current U.S. dollar liquidity, and its effect on the crypto markets. How regulation is reshaping crypto markets besides legalization of dollarization as defining more core tailwinds of this cycle. Bitcoin stands as the primary beneficiary, acting as the gateway for the U.S. institutional capital ETFs, which solidifies the long-term legitimacy of the U.S. crypto industry. The crypto adoption process in the U.S. is expected to generate a continuous stream of positive news and regulatory development. The evolution of the U.S. crypto policies will likely span the entire of the second Trump term. Proposals and financial large-scale Bitcoin purchases, similar to the accumulation of gold during the Great Depression, will require fiscal maneuvering measures. May even include engineering negative GDP to justify monetary stimulus, as occurred in the past cycle in 2008 and 2020. Other periods of economic stress, the U.S. has not yet allocated an official budget for sovereign Bitcoin purchases. Hopefully it comes out soon. I would love that. The strategic Bitcoin reserve could change everything. Unlike past cycles propelled by catalysts such as ICO from 2017 to DeFi Summit 2020, the current cycle is driven by regulatory shift, including the SEC's supported stance on crypto and strategic Bitcoin reserve. Crypto markets increasingly align with the global macro trend, mirroring equities in a longer, more stable cycle. The current cycle Bitcoin exhibits stronger correlation with traditional financial markets alongside abnormally low volatility. Institutional investments have now become primarily drivers of Bitcoin price movement that can be demonstrated by open interest in CME. Bitcoin futures, which rose from $4 billion before the approval of the ETF to a consistent level of $10 billion, which peaks above $20 billion. However, the CME open interest may be inflated by institutional investors. Use leverage to profit of the spread between spot ETFs and futures from the base 16th U.S. Treasury. If this basis arbitrage positions are unwound at scale. They could trigger sharp price declines to spot ETF inflows. Okay, we'll move on to that for it. That was horrible. Holy freaking that was terrible. What's up, Juan? What's crack-a-lackin'? Dog Nick showing up. Ada looks horrible. It definitely is not looking the best, but it's not overly looking the worst either. I mean, look at Cookie. What's up, baby? What's up? I guess I have to click this, share this tab instead. Oh, I had an itch on my eye, man. It's killing me. Alright. There's a token called Dookie Diddy. I believe, dude. I bought this one token last cycle. It's called Kuna in you, and my friend's like, I swear, if you buy this bull run, it will do great for you. You know what? He talked me into it. And I remember gas fees to sell it when it shot up. I had $600, so I had 600 cent gain on it. I put $100 in, and went to 600, and it was like a $350 gas fee. And I was like, I am not paying highway robbery. I'll wait for it to. I'd rather ride with it down, and so I did. And well, maybe I should have long term or short term paid that gas fee because it's worth like 2 cents now. It is not looking too bad on the 1 hour. The red's shrinking. You have a big old green dot right here, which is good. VWAP still coming in, strength coming up, green coming in. 21 hasn't really curved up, but the 50 is starting to curve up. That's not bad. Not bad. We have a pump in it, and the DPSI says right now we're expecting another green candle. Yeah, it might not be that bad. VWAP's not breaking up. If you have some divergence, hey, you never know. We will jump up to where was this at? 65 cents short term, and then we can evaluate. The 21's ripped through that 50 though. Look at that 21. I made it fatter so trend so you can see it. It did rip down. It's not the greatest sign. It makes me a little bit think that not quite done yet. See how it ripped down here? Boom. It rips through. Actually, it didn't rip. It just dropped hard. It dropped hard. But Trent always says the 21 is kind of like a magnet. We kind of want to come back up to it. So we might come back up to 65. Where are we going to look at? You want to look at Pepe? Pepe. This is my team section. Where are you? Call my random team section. Pepe. I bought Pepe when it was like 30 million market cap. It might have been like 30,000 market cap. I sold it, man. I was so dumb. I was dumb. The entire run. $1,000. Dumb. Blew it out. Sell that. All right. No bullish divergence. You got convergence. U-Up's kind of coming down. I think it's going to trade today. It was a little bit longer. 50 is starting to roll over and creep up. Not that sign. 1 hour. I'm nervous to see this oscillating wave. I don't want to start going flat, make that trade wave to the downside. An eye on it. Tap my fingers. Oh. I don't think I hear my fingers. Get a good couple cracks out of the dude. Look at that 21. It's ripping right through that 50. Nasty. Nasty. Have a green dot again. Ooh. Nasty. I don't think it's going to be recovering right now. It might be like a fake out. I haven't seen one coin. You guys haven't showed me one coin tonight where I'm like, this sucker's going up. I've had most of them been like, you might get a little bit of gains with a little bit of leverage. Well, hour FA. You up in slightly coming up. What is that? What number is that? Oh, 3. Ugh. Yeah. That's what it is. Support line at 1. Come down more, man. Come down a little bit more. But if you look, this could have been the bottom. I mean, say the bears tapped this out max pain. We gained a little bit more. We didn't break the few oscillating waves, didn't break as hard. Uneven butt cheeks. Get the pump. And maybe the bears will push it down as hard. And we could get another pump to the upside. That's what I'd be going for currently. Short term currently. Ooh. 21's just streaking at that 50. Eesh. I don't like streakers. Eesh. Yuck. You guys see that on the weekly? Anchor trigger wave, red dot to the downside. Yeesh. You gotta keep an eye on that. 20 hours left. Oh man, you need to get a pump or something, Pepe. We don't want that. That stay away. Stay away. Which kind of sucks because I like my meme pump. That's kind of scary. Grant, I need you here. I have a question, please. You're the head shoulder master. Is this technically a shoulder and a shoulder? Downside? Let me know. Once we're feeling good, it hasn't existed long enough to be bullish on the USA thing on the monthly. That sucks. That sucks, man. The good news is, 2 months ago, we had a red X, which is usually a sign of a short, and we could have the continuation down, but we didn't get that. So, strong support, I guess, right here. At half of what's that right now. Alright, let's go to Gallon. Let's do 1 hour. Mm. Whoever subscribed out there watching us right now, hey, thank you so much, man. We're out here to do the grind for you guys. Weekends are always tiring. We always got stuff going on. Appreciate you. Thank you, RTC. Thank you, community, for showing up, supporting us on the weekend. That's how cool we are. We come out here and do the basics on the weekend for you guys. Our gala actually doesn't look half bad, Daniel. Daniel Ghazi, I don't know if you're still here. 50s, 21 kind of like chilled out a little bit. The 50s kind of want to curving up. Did have a little infantry wave action. View up is kind of coming down a little bit. Maybe we're going to chill out now. But the trend line's kind of looking kind of good. We're oversold. Shrink is coming up. Money flow is coming in as you see the red wave shrink. 4 hour. View up is still coming up. Strength slightly tilting up. Blue oscillating waves haven't said anything extreme bullish, but they are going in the upward direction, which is good. The TSI is also good. Now 21 of that 4 hour is ripping right through all those band-aids. You know, though, death crosses are lagging indicators. Death crosses are lagging indicators. 12 hours looks pretty good too, man. Starting to roll over on itself. As long as you don't get, as long as this VWAP doesn't turn into a trampoline, which it actually doesn't really look like a trampoline to me. Daily, pretty much like that weekly. Kind of like it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, anyone. Yeah, let's start to look a little bit more tempting on the longer time frames. Oh, it looks pretty good, man. So there you guys go, man. I got no requests for coins. About an hour. It's Saturday. Unless you guys have anything you really want me to look at right now, I think I might call it a night. Finish my beer. It does have that fillery effect. When it's the palate, dude, you really get that. Tangerine, apricot, back of your throat. You can say the palate. I'm sitting, kind of like reminiscing on like the flavor still in my mouth, feeling it. You do taste a little bit of the mango too. Dude, I love icicle, man. I think they make great beer. I give it what's rated? Okay, let's rate it. Icicle, Alpine Haze. I'm gonna rate it. Probably 8.3. One of the best ones I've ever had. There you guys go. Okay, so thank you guys for showing up for Blockchain Brew Show. We're gonna be on tomorrow for the daily close at 5. Nope, not 5. Oh, about 4:45. Daily close about 4:45. And we're gonna watch. See, we're gonna get the data. We're gonna review the data, and then we'll probably call it. Because Sunday, I try not to work on Sundays. It's like a day of rest plus Father's Day, and I got 3 kids, so hey, man, I just want to relax. But we're gonna go over the data with you guys tomorrow, and we'll check it out. So appreciate the community, the Brew Crew community, what's happening. Thanks for showing up, guys. We're gonna dive out, dab. Thank you. E Square.